Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. I want us to remind ourselves of a pledge William Ruto made when he was campaigning for the presidency last year. Listen to this.
I commit to provide mothers of newborn babies with diapers for their children for a minimum of 3 months paid for by the government of Kenya.
That was one of the many promises William Ruto made when he was campaigning for the presidency last year. And listening to him, he was saying he was to provide mothers of newborn babies diapers for 3 months. What does all this mean, ladies and gentlemen? That alone, those remarks, those sentiments alone confirms that William Ruto has not been able to fulfill the promises he made to Kenyans when he was campaigning for the presidency. Those remarks alone confirms that. So it's not something to be debated whether William Ruto has fulfilled on his campaign promises or not. Ruto has not fulfilled on his campaign promises. In fact, I'm yet to be shown any promise he made that he has so far fulfilled. In fact, he has not fulfilled any of the promises he made when he was campaigning for the presidency. For those who have been following me here, this is something I always say here. A leader who has lied once to the electorates will lie again to the electorates. In 2013, 2017, there were some promises William Ruto made to Kenyans, promises that were never kept. In 2013, the promises were never kept. He found a way of cheating the same people who voted for them in 2013. And in 2017, the same people voted for him again. Same to 2022. Because if you look at those who have been supporting William Ruto since 2013, 2017, 2022, they are the same people. That proves that we have a section of the Kenyan population who are easily being cheated, very gullible. Ruto has studied their psychology and is just playing on their psychology. It's good a majority of Kenyans know who William Ruto is. It's just a section of the Kenyan population who are still being misled and being cheated with William Samoei Ruto. So that section of the population are doing a very big disservice to this country. And I'm saying that with a lot of confidence. Any person who still believes that William Ruto will deliver or will fulfill on the promises he made, that's a patient for Madare. From Ruto's track record, I don't even believe he will even fulfill even 1% of the promises he made to Kenyans when he was campaigning. Ruto is a politician and not a leader. He's coming out as very good when it comes to politics. But in terms of real leadership, he misses that big time. Listening to those remarks by William Ruto again, why must Kenyans waste a lot of money paying members of parliament, 290 members of parliament, who are not performing their duties? The elected leaders, in this case members of parliament, they are charged with the responsibility of oversighting the government. And in this case, when it's very clear that we have a leader who made a promise to the people, and he has not kept or fulfilled that promise, and is not coming out to apologize to Kenyans, that's a leader who, in my honest opinion, should be impeached. That's a leader not worth holding a public office. That leader does not meet the threshold on leadership and integrity. Chapter 6. He should be impeached. Why is Ruto not being impeached? That's the big question now. Ruto is not being impeached because the so-called elected leaders who should be defending the people, the masses, instead of defending the masses, they are actually defending one individual called William Ruto. They are more loyal to Ruto than those who elected them. And I'm saying that based even on the finance bill 2023. It's very clear that a good majority of Kenyans are against that bill. The elected leaders knows that. They know that. Ruto knows that. But instead of siding with the masses, these elected leaders are siding with one individual called William Ruto. So the people are left on their own. I believe that the lesson Kenyans should learn from that, Kenyans should also be smart politically. Because Kenyans have got this history of forgetting things very, very fast. Kenyans should and must have a track record of these elected leaders. In the 5 years, what did a leader do? Let a leader not mess up, then remaining only 1 year to the election, he comes to you with money and then unaingia box. Kenyans should actually wake up and mature politically. These leaders are siding with William Ruto because they know the masses are politically naive. They forget very fast. They are easily being cheated. So they can do anything they want because according to these elected leaders, they know that by 2027, Kenyans shall have forgotten all these things. They'll take money to them and Kenyans will re-elect them again. Kenyans this time around should be smart and reject the so-called Tumbocrats. As I conclude, it's a fact that Ruto and his team were not ready to form a government. They were not ready. It's coming out to me that they were just trying their luck. Now that they have that government, they are totally confused. They don't know how to start, to pause, to stop. They just don't know. And that lends more credence to the fact that this is a government that even if given 100 years, it will never deliver. And a government that is bound to deliver, signs should be written. But it appears as time goes by, Ruto is moving from one blunder to the next. When he appointed this government, look at the individuals he did appoint. People who are not worth holding public offices. So we thought that maybe as time goes by, Ruto could have learned a lesson from the people he elected or rather appointed, but it appears that it's no lesson He is learning. We are still seeing more shocking appointments. Director of Public Prosecution being appointed NIS boss. While it's very clear this is a person who failed badly as the Director of Public Prosecution. He failed badly. Tribal appointments on a daily basis. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. For those willing to send their contributions, channel all your contributions to the number below to enable Nudin undergo a kidney transplant. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.